Weekend at Effy's, the greatest wrestling podcast of all, is here to discuss all of the results of wrestling TV shows. Just kidding. We're going to talk about all kinds of weird stuff like movies and Charlie Tiger and how Alley Catcher's wrong, going to Los Angeles, going back to Denver for the second time in a week, video shoots, and also making a little French kiss with Speedball Mike Bailey. What do you think about that, Speedball? Like, comment, subscribe, share, and join the Patreon at weekendateffys.com for all the bonus content, including pictures of me completely. Wait a second. We haven't included that yet. I don't know. My mom's a patron now. I can't really do nudes on there, so maybe we'll have another functional place for that. Listen to the episode now. Okay, like go?
Yeah.
All right, so here's the thing. Cinema is dead. This is Effy. Long live weird niche TikTok content. Petár, how are you today?
I'm fine.
This is a Weekend at Effy's, and I've been
I almost
exceedingly...
had to hire your dog.
For what? Oh, the rats.
Yeah.
There are rats. They
Yeah.
are eating your English muffins. Not in our home, but at a place of business nearby. The rats are there. I think it would make him happier than anything if you just let him loose. I think you have to just give him a shot. This is a podcast about human nature, about the difficulties of living.
It's about Hubie nature.
Hubie nature. If you want to hear about Hubie Halloween, all you have to do.
If you want to hear about Hubie Halloween, watch fucking Hubie Halloween.
No, but you can hear us talk about it after you watch Hubie Halloween.
But I'll also watch it.
Yeah, Hubie Halloween. It's Halloween season.
It's Halloween.
And sign up for our Patreon, weekendateffys.com. Weekendateffys.com. You can also just go to patreon.com/weekendateffys. But I bought the fucking URL, so you should go to weekendateffys.com. How about that?
Can I say something very controversial?
Ooh, please.
The only person excluded from ACAB, Kevin James in Hubie Halloween.
Does this also mean Paul Blart is excused? Or is that under a different
I think that's a bridge
natural
too
law?
far. I think that's a bridge too far.
Yeah, because he's not well.
No.
But you think the cop in Hubie Halloween,
Yeah.
he's all right.
Yeah.
He's going through a lot. You think him and Hubie are closer than we want him to be?
Probably.
Like, do you think he wishes Hubie was there like 20% less?
I think in another universe, Hubie would be a TV installation guy, and the cop, he would be the president, I think, you know?
Oh, yeah. And maybe there would be aliens coming down that
Yeah.
were mocking us with our video game characters.
This is a hypothetical.
And Peter Dinklage may be someone who screwed over
Forgot he
Adam
was in
Sandler
there.
early in life and cheated his way through beating the aliens at their own game. We're talking about Pixels today, folks. Did you ever see the movie Pixels? Well, guess what? One of the main things is Adam Sandler finally brushes his teeth and then he gets the girl.
Ben Stiller reprising his role from Happy Gilmore?
Is it the same?
I believe so, yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
done exactly the
But
same.
also it's his dodgeball facial hair.
Yeah, it's dodgeball facial hair, but he's working as a hospital clinician,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's Hubie Halloween.
Uh-huh.
I can't tell what we're talking about anymore. I do want to say this guy on TikTok that wears like little schoolgirl outfits and does Dance Dance Revolution, pretty awesome.
Okay.
Really into it. It's not even like sexual. It doesn't even feel sexual, except for like a little skirt bulge. It's pretty hot. I don't know. But he's like shirtless. He's like doing a dude bro thing, but it's like kind of like if Scottish people were sluttier
Yeah.
and doing DDR really well.
Yeah.
And like that for me, I think it should be eligible for an Oscar. Best short film. What is a short film?
What is a short film?
What is a short film? Shrek the Halls is a short film. Scared Shrekless is a short film. And this guy doing DDR is not. And also, they've never given Shrek an award. He never even won. Hey, Siri, did Shrek win the Oscar for Best Animated?
Yes. Shrek
Holy shit.
Academy Award for Best Animated
Oh, my
Feature,
God.
Eating Monsters.
Shrek won the first Best Animated Feature.
This is from fandom.com.
Monsters, Inc. lost. Jimmy Neutron lost. Shrek. Oscar award-winning filmmaker Shrek.
I think Shrek kind of won a lot of awards. Like all of them.
Shrek. He Shrek'd it up for all of us.
The last Antonio Banderas. What was that one called? The little kitty
Puss in
cat?
Boots, The
Yeah.
Last Wish.
Yeah.
I've been told doing a Puss in Boots voice accurately it's racially unsettling towards the people who have this accent, but I just want to say the people who have this accent is Puss in Boots. So you're wrong. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. I'm only doing an impression of a kitty cat that's trying to find his dreams and trying to avoid the pitfalls of death. A void that looks at you and you can't escape it, like your last wish. What will your last wish be, Puss in Boots? So yeah, that movie for me, 10 out of 10.
It's you are reminding me of a certain director right now.
Are you talking about Guillermo del Toro, who is a master of horror?
Okay, what's your top Guillermo?
My top Guillermo?
Yeah. Mine is not a popular one.
Neither is mine.
Okay.
It's probably Hellboy 2: The Golden Army.
What?
It fucking rules,
Okay,
dude.
that's okay.
It's that or Pan's Labyrinth.
Okay.
What do you want me to
Okay.
say?
Okay.
You want me to lie?
No, I don't
You want me to lie?
No, I
Have you
want
seen The
truth.
Golden Army? Oh, so we haven't even... Okay, so you're asking me my favorite and judging it, and you haven't even seen Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. It fucking rules.
Okay.
What about the other Hellboy 2 with David Harbour? That's not Guillermo del Toro.
No.
Don't watch it.
No.
What about you?
Devil's Backbone.
I don't think I've seen Devil's Backbone.
You got to see
What's the
Devil's
one with the
Backbone.
bug and the old man?
That is Kronos.
Kronos.
So that's the first in a trilogy that's finished by Pan's Labyrinth, and Devil's Backbone is the middle one.
Okay, why haven't I seen this one?
I don't know. It's really, really.
So are we
good.
going to have to trade Del Toro's?
Probably.
This is so sweet.
Yeah.
I think trade Del Toro's mode. We plan for it for next week. We have a big time. We're going to have a big episode.
It's ghost children in an orphanage.
That fucking rules.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Kronos is ancient prophecy bug blood
Yeah.
blister fuckers. And Pan's Labyrinth
But it's,
is Nazis.
It's all Spanish Civil War.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's not the Inquisition, is it? I don't know.
No.
Okay, good. Well, you shouldn't fight a civil war. You remember what Guns N' Roses said about that? We don't need no civil war. That's what he said, Axl Rose. Have you seen him lately?
No.
Just like
Does he look better?
It looks like the wax museum. It's so hot.
Ooh.
But he doesn't melt. High melting temperature for that kind of stuff. Pretty weird. Yeah, I think we should Del Toro trade. What's your least favorite Del Toro?
Ooh, I know it deserves a rewatch, but probably Crimson Peak.
Oh, I love Crimson Peak. This is a house you cannot believe because typically a scary house. Maybe there's some more to the story. Maybe there's some kind of problem with this story to tell you the ghosts aren't real. But here at Crimson Peak, I have a problem to tell you, my friend. The ghosts, the haunting is very real. And it's very scary. Tom Hiddleston, do you know him? Loki. This is how he gets the role of Loki. It's how he does it. From the Crimson Peak. And yes, is this Mia Wachowski? She's in this film as well? Unbelievable cast. Is Helena Bonham Carter in it? No. Because I'm not Tim Burton. I can't make a scary movie without this woman.
I didn't know he directed Blade 2.
Blade 2, you're looking at the most scary vampires you've ever seen. Okay, I have to stop doing Del Toro. This is...
Okay. No, hands down, the worst thing he ever did was The Strain. Did you watch The Strain?
the TV show?
Yeah, not
He
good.
did that?
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
good.
it's not good.
It's not
And I
good.
think, in a post-COVID society, it's not post-COVID, but in a post-shutdown pandemic society, I don't need any more content about fucking diseases. I don't care. How about that? I like them all. I like everything. He didn't do a Ninja Turtles, did he?
No.
Well, he fucking should. He is doing the new Frankenstein's monster
Yeah.
with a Lordy.
Mhm.
Is it going to be like a horny one?
Probably. I mean, his movies are all horny.
Jacob Elordi is very tall, and we like to see if the height is everywhere. Fame is the fame height the same as his height? Laying down? We don't know. We'll never know. Yeah, Del Toro, good guy. Let's do questions to
Okay.
open up the show. We have questions from our Patreon listeners. We've started doing the questions at the beginning of the show because I think it sparks up a lot of wonderful discussion, debate, and rowdy behavior from myself. So we're going to see what the people out there who support the Weekend at Effys podcast think, what they are wondering, what their questions may be, because I'll answer anything. It's not off limits here. This is unscripted, unfiltered. Right?
What if Weekend at Effys became a TV show? What would it be? I have repeat dreams I was watching it as a sitcom. Thank you, Danny, for that one. So what would our sitcom be?
I think it'd have to be like kind of done like Drunk History, where like we tell the stories, but then other people are having to mouth or lip sync
Yeah.
and act along to it.
Yeah.
Like you would cut with us setting it up, and then you or me would be telling this story, and then the other person asking questions. You could kind of build it in and flash around, but then you have Joseph Gordon-Levitt or Drew Barrymore actually playing us in the fucking part of the film.
That show is so good.
Drunk History? Yeah, it's one of the best. Like
fantastic.
the meth. I'm surprised there's not more. I mean, I think there are like kind of copies, but it does seem like a show that didn't get as much.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
the way it's done is so genius.
It really
'Cause you
is.
just go and get everyone drunk
and
and
then
film.
everyone that is acting in it, you go, how did they get this person?
It seems like a pretty fun filming
Yeah,
adventure.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I think it's like a little badge of honor on the IMDb. It has to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would also, it's always just trying to incorporate the dogs in anything, like somehow get them to be the ones acting it out.
Or them sitting at the podcast chair doing this sort of.
Yeah.
You remember when they would have the Weimaraners and they would have their hands up and doing
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Like that's us. And then we portray what the dogs are saying about us. Or I guess the dogs could portray what we're saying about ourselves. Because they're pretty good little animorphs of us. Bebop is kind of me. Cranberry was less so me, but I needed that. I needed a strong woman in my life who would tell me, you know, what she really wanted. Yeah, look at this dog. Hello.
What do you have
Bebop,
to
come
say,
here.
Lucy?
Will you be on
What
the
do you have to
podcast,
say?
Bebop? Bebop. I'm really jealous right now. Please, Bebop. I'm being left. This is
He doesn't want to join us.
Bebop. Please. Please. Yeah, I think it would be like that. Or I think we go completely animated and do it like, was that Midnight Gospel?
yeah.
kind
yeah,
of-
yeah.
Clip into the zone and send us on a
I mean,
parallel
that's-
dimension run.
That's funny. Speaking of Midnight Gospel, the best guest on or storyteller on Drunk History is Duncan Trussell.
He's good at stories.
It's so good at stories.
Yeah, and I think he was doing, wasn't he doing a long form at one of the Meow Wolf places?
Oh, probably.
I think he was. I think he
Yeah.
had like it was kind of like a residency at one of the Meow Wolf places.
Interesting. I told you I saw him do a satanic puppet show at the Laughing
It's
Skull.
fantastic. And what a fun small venue. You never know where people's careers are going to go. You just have to believe in what they're doing. Bobby, please come here and be sweet. God, I'm trying to increase our views for TikTok, and he doesn't want to help, and he thinks we're losers. Hold up.
I was seeing if Bobby would like to join us. He is being forced. Here he is. And Robert, what would you like to say?
Robert, you need to tell him. Did you push it? What do you think? What do you think about the conflict between myself and Allison Catch? Do you have a comment? He doesn't have a comment. He doesn't have any comment. Oh, he's so cute though. You know how soft you are. You're a soft little guy. Bebop, do you have anything to say?
They're awfully quiet now.
Oh, all of a sudden
Since
we're
you're
quiet.
on the spot, is that what it is?
Oh, none of that personality reflecting out. Do you want to get down? He does. He hates it.
Okay.
We tried. We tried to get them in.
What are your thoughts on the internet's favorite cat daddy, Steve Austin? Ben from Movie John does not recall you discussing this urgent topic. Who is this cat?
What?
Steve Austin?
He has a cat. Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know who
Okay.
that is?
Yeah.
The wrestler?
He's a wrestler.
What? And he would flick people off and drink beer.
Uh-huh.
He recently, in the Vince documentary, came out and said, Stone Cold Steve Austin does not believe in CTE, which is the number one sign of CTE. The ultimate sign that your brain is liquefied oatmeal mush is that you say things like, I don't believe in CTE. I think he's turned his life around a lot. I think he's doing better things now. I think he's quite the entrepreneur. I think in his past there's some things I wouldn't necessarily look over. I will tell you, I turned down an opportunity at the Los Angeles WrestleMania to go hang out with Steve Austin. I just did not like when people hear back, like when I really finally do a shoot interview about the things I just didn't do, they're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But like, I had no desire. And my good friends went and hung out with him and spent some time with some NFL players, and I have no regrets. No regrets in my heart. So good for you, Steve Austin. I think it's fun. I think him and The Rock at 17 and 19 were, maybe it wasn't 17. Maybe it was at 17. No, it had to be 17, 19, 21. Yeah. It was great matches. They're really good WWE style matches. But I don't want to live in the. I want to be a gay Stone Cold who's nice to his wife, who's a husband. You know what I mean? That's all I'll say about that. I don't care about anyone who's done shit in this business. Truly, I don't fucking look up to them. I don't think you should ever look up to wrestlers. And I think if anything, we should use all of them as cautionary tales, and I should get out as soon as I can. But I won't, because I'm addicted to pro wrestling.
What do you call a book club that has been stuck on the same book for years?
I guess Jesus?
Yeah, church. That's great. Thank you, James.
Oh, they all got a book. Yeah, that's why I got Dianetics, because I don't want to. You want to compare books? Let's start comparing books. Let's compare the ancient texts.
What's the cutest or weirdest nickname that you've been given by someone or that you've given someone else?
Oh, I don't know. Who's giving me nicknames?
Yeah, I don't
Have you
know.
ever heard someone call me a nickname?
No.
Like, people just call me Effy or Taylor. There's
Yeah.
not. Usually when I hear Taylor, it's either a casual person or someone is mad at me.
Yeah.
Taylor, get over here. Right now, Taylor. Not like, oh, Effy, come by. Like, Effy, come over here. Like, if I hear Taylor, I know it's
Yeah.
probably a problem.
Yeah.
My mom calls me T. That's true. My dad calls me T.
Like James Gandolfini.
Is that right?
Yeah, they call him T.
T?
Yeah, hey, T.
Tony, T.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, I'm little T.
Hey,
I'm little T. That's it. That's all I know. T-Man.
I don't know. I like Petár.
Petár's the best
Petár's
name of all
fun.
time. I think Petár's the real name. Let's Peter? No, get that shit out. That's Bible shit. Petár. That's chosen beautiful narrative. That's Lydia Tar. You know Lydia Tar's coming back for Avengers?
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. We didn't see Borderlands, and I feel like we let Kate Blanchett down. Do you think she was happy that we didn't see it, or sad that we didn't see it? Or that she just doesn't care at all?
She doesn't care.
Yeah.
I think she counted her money and moved on.
I just want to say that the girl that plays Galadriel in the new Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, very good. Not
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett, very good.
Thank you, Rob, for that one. Since it's spooky season, have you ever had a paranormal experience?
Yeah. I think I've had a few.
Yeah.
And people talk to me at my nighttime. People talk to me in the nighttime. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything specific you're thinking?
Nah,
I feel like spirits
there's
are all
two-
around me.
Yeah, there's just
Yeah. You saw the orbs.
the
You saw the
orbs.
soldiers' feet.
Mm-hmm.
That place is haunted as shit.
Yeah.
I think it's still haunting us from a distance in my mind. Just like it's like the haunting of Hill House, but it's that house near a hill, and it's scary. You know, the ancient Union soldiers, they're dead, and they died in the war, and it was the Great American War, and the Great American Bash, they call it, and they were haunting our abode. The little girls would scream in the hallway when I would shower and get my concussion headaches, and I didn't like that. And there was some girl in the basement. She was getting locked down there in the basement. She could scream through the vent. You never heard her screaming through the vent?
Maybe. There are always voices when I turn the bathtub on.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There were always voices
There are
when
always
I turned
voices,
the bathtub.
yeah.
What is that
Yeah.
about? Do you think that's...
Things can travel through water.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, every time I was in that bathtub, there'd be something, there'd be
Yeah.
some conversations going on.
Yeah.
And not like full time, the whole time, like, I don't know, because I really thought it was like
And then
getting my head bashed
you,
in was
like
just
that
fucking...
one time that I went outside and you heard me talking to someone and I wasn't talking to anybody.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
said,
that
who are
place
you
was
talking
fucked.
to?
That
Yeah, that place
place
was
was
fucked up. It was a haunted ass house. I'm not doing it again. I've never been a part of the Jewish faith, and we have a Jewish protection spell on our door. And I just want to say, this place, not haunted.
No.
And so whatever they're doing to keep the fucking creatures out, thank you, Judaism. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
You've done a wonderful job here. It's all keeping us safe. It's beautiful. Free Palestine. Right? That's I can use their ancient spells and still think they shouldn't have Palestine. I think that's fair. We're having fun today. We'll get to all our adventures. The adventures this week are.
We got one more.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying is like, guys, we're getting there. We're gonna keep. We have 3 more. I have more questions.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Well, I just released my own fragrance.
What?
No one in the car likes it though.
Oh my gosh, is this a fart dad joke? I do actually have my own fragrance, and I wonder if they're still doing the fall apple variant of my fragrance. I need to find out. I have this wonderful fragrance. I may have one more. I might put one on Whatnot tonight. And they did the apple variation, and then for the summer they did the peach variation. These are all at Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab, and I love them. Okay, here's my question. This is a big question. It's not just for you, Peter, but it kind of is. All right. You're making a film, and it has to star Rosie O'Donnell.
Okay.
And it has to be about a famous historical figure.
Okay.
And who do you pick Rosie O'Donnell to play?
Famous historical figure.
My answer is Winston Churchill, just to give you an example. Don't laugh at that. She would be a very good Winston. Did you ever see Seussical the musical that she started as the cat in the hat in?
No.
Huh.
I'm going to say Moses.
Whoa. We're parting the seas. Well, we're parting the seas. Remember she used to have slinkies that she would throw at people? Remember when MJF was on the Rosie O'Donnell show?
No.
Yeah, he was as a baby. Have you
God.
ever seen this?
No.
Oh my God. This is one of the best moments of all time. I also think she could conveniently play who was the child king of Egypt? Prince Tut?
King Tut.
King Tutankhamun?
Yeah.
I think Rosie O'Donnell would be a great King
Okay.
Tutankhamun. MJF on Rosie. This is incredible. Here he is. This is great.
I was so impressed with it that I asked him to come on my show. Please welcome 5-year-old cutie
Oh.
patootie, Max Friedman.
Oh my God.
Hold on, let's see if we can fast forward.
Opera. You did?
Yep.
Yeah, where did you do opera when you first started?
A long time ago.
A long time ago. Yeah. Was it fun?
Yep.
A lot of people enjoyed your opera? Yeah. Yeah. So when you made the tape, did you think you'd get to be on this show?
Yeah. Well,
I
no.
want him to sing.
Wrestler.
A wrestler.
See, he was going to be a wrestler, isn't that cool?
You just kept going, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What are you looking at over there?
Nothing.
Nothing? Are you sure?
I don't know. We're not getting him singing right now, but pretty weird moment.
That's
Rosie
so
O'Donnell,
funny.
I think she could play me. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's make the movie. Rosie O'Donnell off the top rope. I'm a big fan. I'm into it. So your answer is Moses?
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful.
Okay.
Did you ever see The Prince of Egypt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Whitney Houston song with Mariah Carey. Ugh. You remember when they had to paint the blood on the doors because the Lord was going to take their firstborn if they didn't make a
We
market?
should do that one again.
The Prince of Egypt?
No, like the firstborn thing.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, what would that mean for... Well, how would we know? We don't have a firstborn? Would they take Bebop?
Are you the firstborn?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But we're adults now.
Yeah.
It can't go all the way up the chain. It has to be the houses
What's
with
the
a baby.
cutoff?
I don't know. Maybe if you've reproduced, then it cuts you off, so we're still not safe.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Are we fucked?
I don't know. That's fine. That's fine. It just
Where do we get the
just-
blood?
They
They sell pig's blood up at that butcher, right?
Yeah.
But is it lamb's blood or pig's blood?
I think it's lamb's blood. I think we have to kill a lamb.
Because the pigs are gross, right?
Yeah.
Because of their cleaved hooves. Because they're satanic. And because their meat is of a flavor of... You said you ate some wild animals?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
Hippo?
Potentially.
Elephant?
Probably not.
Lion?
Probably not.
Zebra?
Yes.
What's another one? I don't know any other
croco-
animals.
Crocodile.
All right, I love crocodile.
Do you know
We
what a
talked
dick
about
dick
that.
is?
Do I know what a dick is? Yeah, I fucking know what a dick is. It's a very small deer. I'm not that much of a fucking pervert. I know what a dick is. I also know what a dick is. Oh, boy. You ate a dick?
Yeah.
I've eaten a couple. Was that too much? Oh, I got myself lightheaded doing the Zach Galifianakis laugh. He used to do that on Between Two Ferns. He get
Do you did you see all the Hangovers?
yeah.
Did you see the third one?
Yeah.
The one that has no jokes in it. It's
Yeah.
just like really serious.
Yeah, it's very sad and deals with mental health a lot.
We really
He's trying
should
to
have
leave the facility.
We really should have saw this Joker shit coming from the beginning.
He just shits on his own thing, and it's so awesome to me. There's nothing funnier than somebody being mad they made $1 billion on a movie, and the whole crew going, "What should we do since we made $1 billion?" And they go, "We should just say fuck you. We should just shit on everything they liked." But people are lined up ready to buy tickets. Tell them it's a fucking musical, you fucking losers. And Gaga's going to be Harley Quinn, kind of, you losers. And is he still the Joker? Not really. And then, no, not at all, actually. No. Just some guy. That's what we're going to call both of the movies. Just a guy. You can hear us talk more about how much we loved the Joker. I loved the Joker. You haven't seen it yet. Because you'd rather go see Venom. Right?
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure.
What if I make you see both?
What I have choices. I have free will.
What if I
don't have to see
turned
either.
evil on you? What if Allie was right and I really am evil and I kidnapped you and forced you to watch cinema you weren't in agreement with? But I still bought you snacks because I wasn't that evil. Because I was like I was still like a nice,
You
but it
might
was
be
like,
able to bribe me with snacks.
yeah, but I still want to handcuff you to make it feel like you're forced to do it.
Oh, okay.
Or is that not? No. Too weird? Not your thing? Not my thing either, really. I don't like to be in control of that sort of thing.
Who wants to be put in handcuffs? Like that's not.
Some people really.
Yeah.
It's it's a form of chastity, really. Handcuffed behind your back? What are you going to do?
Is that one of the virtues? Chastity.
What do you mean the virtues?
Like, aren't there virtues like the commandments?
Patience is a virtue.
Patience is a virtue. Kindness is a virtue. Locking your
Cleanliness, is that a virtue?
yeah.
Or
It's
is that
next
a...
to godliness.
Hey Siri, what are the official virtues? People are so mad. I just keep calling on Siri on this. Hey Siri, what are the official virtues? Okay, prudence, justice, fortitude, and temperance. That's not any of the ones we said.
That's not
any
in
of
the
ones.
Bible.
Prudence cannot be a fucking
No.
virtue.
Prudence is your grandma.
Yeah, if anything, it's virtuous to be naked because you're not hiding who you really are from the world. Just show it. Just let it all out and run down the street. Nobody's stopping you. You ever gone streaking?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. You're not allowed to do it past a certain age, I feel like.
Yeah.
I got chased out of a hot tub naked by a cop one time. We broke into the hot tub with a bunch of people, and we got naked in the hot tub, and then the cops came, and we had to run. And I had no pants on. It's a weird time. That's why I stopped going to youth group.
Yeah. All the streaking I've done is at youth.
That's what happens. If you
But
don't
it
let
is
your
also-
kids be
you're
horny,
right,
they
though,
just
like,
find a way.
Past a certain age, it's just a crime.
Yeah, no, it's 100% like it's a crime at a certain point. But if you're like, oh, we're 15, we're doing it, like that
Yeah,
should also be a
yeah.
crime, but
But
not
it's
for
not.
you. It's a crime
Yeah.
if you see someone doing that.
Yeah.
Who is that age?
Yeah.
That was us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dark enough. It's not a problem. It's fine. Just just run. What are they going to see? Your butt? Your little dick? It's a type of deer, y'all. Don't be mature. Act mature for 1 second of your life. What was the best exotic meat you ate?
Probably the alligator. No, crocodile.
Yeah.
Probably
I
crocodile.
love it. I
Yeah.
used to buy from a guy who would kill him on the side of the road and skin him at his shed, and he'd have a stand set up going out towards Appalachia Highway, and you could just buy the meat raw in a bag. Real good meat. Gator meat. Used to buy them rock crab legs down there by the ocean too, and I do estimates down there by the sea. And we had those. I love oysters. I've been thinking
Wasn't
about
that a
oysters.
Casey Affleck movie, Estimates by the Sea?
Was that the one where his house burned down?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great one.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful film.
Really uplifting movie.
No Dunkin' Donuts down there though. Sadly.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd go. I want more oysters. I've been thinking about oysters all day. Charlie Tiger sending me oysters at 11 in the morning, buying old bags of oysters, just eating them out of the shell. That's the life. But here's my thing. I need 3 boys. I need luggage boy, juice boy. He makes me juice, and shucker. And all the shucker does is shuck me raw oysters and hand them to me half shell. and just leave the trash where you want, kid. Right?
Yeah.
What if you had a little Shucker
We're gonna
Boy?
have problems with the hierarchy though, because Juice Boy is gonna feel like he's better than Luggage Boy or Shuck Boy,
Shuck Boy's top of the chart.
and Shuck Boy has a knife.
Yeah. Well, it's like
So
a blunt
Shuck Boy
knife.
could kill
But he could get
Juice
it in
Boy.
you. Are you saying the Shuck Boy's going to shank? The
Yeah.
Shuck and Shanker?
Yeah.
The Shank and Shucker.
Yeah.
The Shank and Shucker. This is our new drama film. We're fucking putting out a script. It's going to be on, what's that? The Blacklist? We're getting our script on the Blacklist. It's called The Shank and Shucker.
It's gonna be one of those scripts where for 10 years they go, God, they need to make this masterpiece, and then when they make it, it's fucking Passengers.
Yeah. It's about a young Shucker who wants to shank because the Shucker is disrespected by the Juice Boy and the Luggage Boy as a part of my crew.
Did you ever Passengers?
With Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Was that like a famous Blacklist script?
Yes.
It's so bad.
That and Green Book, I believe.
Yeah.
There's a few others that were just
Viggo
like, why
Mortensen,
did you-
Mahershala Ali, they showed us what it was like. That's an Oscar-winning film. Are you going to deny that? This the little Green Book tells us where we can go. I don't believe you. We can go anywhere we want. Oh, God, you were right. You're dealing with a lot, kid.
You know what was a famous Blacklist script?
What?
Hillbilly Elegy.
Ugh. And then they made that and Amy Adams fell off and now she has to be a dog woman.
And then Glenn Close has to do the fucking...
You're nappy pussy. We still didn't watch that movie. I don't even think I can say that line, but since Glenn
we
Close
have
said it,
Netflix thanks to Steve now, right?
oh yeah, he left it logged in. So we can watch it. We should watch it. And it seems like the kind of film that Glenn Close would want us to watch. Right?
Yeah.
When's Borderlands going to be streaming? Jack
Probably-
Black, Kevin Hart, Kate Blanchett. It's all happening.
God.
Oh?
God.
Well, this weekend, I went to the West Coast. You ever West Coasted?
Yeah.
Beautiful place. I've continually been not packing much clothing, and I think I'm at the tail end of being allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Because a week ago, like before this Friday, a week before that, I was in Denver. It was like 75 degrees. And this time I was pretending it was 75 degrees. It was a little chillier. I will say this, as someone who goes to Denver a lot and someone who, this, probably doesn't surprise too many people, but not only am I a ticket drawing top star for GCW, I also will pick people up from the airport because I pretty much have this problem where if things aren't going to be done correctly or more difficultly than I can do them, I will just do them myself. It's kind of a weakness, but it's also a strength for the people around me. I landed at 9:30 and I straight up was picking people up back and forth from the airport to the hotel 10 miles away until 3.
Oof.
Just nonstop driving. People would keep landing. I would keep moving them places. They'd go to the wrong spot. I keep moving them places. So if anything, that's more exhausting to me than wrestling a bunch of times. Like at least I'm in one spot. There's like sun. Ugh, the sun. Good thing I have my hater blockers. I can't get them on. I had these on, so it hater blocked. These are UV 400. Available at effylives.com. Yeah, I'm wearing these cool sunglasses. You like them? Should I have made them Minion sunglasses?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I was told not to by people. They said Minions is out, and I said what? Okay, let's go through the filmography. Number 1, Despicable Me. Number 2, Despicable Me 2. Number 3, Despicable Me 3. Number 4, Despicable Me 4. Number 5, Minions. Number 6, Minions: The Rise of Gru. Number 7, Minions 3. It's gonna come out. So yeah, Minions are done? Fucking wrong, dude. Why did I listen to you? The Minions are done. Minions have never been done and never will be done. Minions are everything. Minions are the future. Did you see that Halloween costume? It was a flash mob of Minions, and they went and ruined a guy's date. They said, we're going to go ruin my friend's date with everyone dressed as Minions. Yeah, pretty incredible. I was in Denver for the second time in a week. This is proof that I don't plan very well. No, I didn't expect to be there that quick. There were a lot of people I was seeing for the second time in a week. But this venue was not the Oriental O Theater. This was a livestock arena that was part of the fairgrounds. Can you imagine asking me, to go wrestle where the horses shit, yeah, you can because I'll do it. I'm an independent wrestler. I'll wrestle anywhere. Okay? Now, the week before this, I was doing that secret filming thing before I flew to Denver. So me and Steve flew to Denver after filming all morning at the Hammerstein Ballroom for the event that has...
Speaking of handcuffs.
Yeah? Oh, I have those handcuffs.
No.
What?
No, well, because
Of the
you're,
arrest?
you're handcuffed.
I was
the
handcuffed
video.
in the video.
Yeah.
Did you see me vaping?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. You know what's really interesting?
What?
Is how incredibly uncool vaping was until about 3 years ago. And it is fully just because of the I'm going to vape anywhere I want kind of mentality about things.
I'll say
and that's
this.
what makes it cool.
Vaping's vaping's been the top cool thing since I started vaping. Everybody saw me vaping. It was kind of like Johnny Cash wearing black. They were like, pfft. I saw a girl at that concert. We didn't talk about the concert on the mini set, so we're going to talk about it here.
Yeah.
I saw a girl at the concert with a jewel.
Yeah.
Like, what a throwback.
Yeah, but also I used to get from close personal business associate THC versions of those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
You could find them,
You
but
think
they're
that's what
really,
she was doing?
I mean, maybe.
I think she was just jeweling.
Might have just been just dueling.
Wait, let's pause Denver for a second. This concert was nuts.
Yeah.
We got to talk about this. When did this happen?
Monday.
What day is it?
It is Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a month since we saw that
Yeah.
concert because
Yeah.
this week is just maybe that's why I'm a little more drained too. We went to see Justice. If you're not familiar with Justice, they're a French electronica duo. Mm-hmm. Now,
Like the natural
the follow up
continuing
to Daft Punk.
forward of Daft Punk.
Yeah, like if Daft Punk wasn't two old weirdos now.
Yeah.
Sorry, you fucking weirdos. Thomas Bangalter, get out of my face, dude. Tour or get off my laundry pile. You know what I mean? Justice is touring. And the Eastern, the building that I've wrestled in before and also seen Father John Misty in before and seen Washed Out in before, they fit the whole Coachella structure.
Yeah, holy shit.
Inside the Eastern.
Holy shit.
It was overwhelming in the best way.
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
too much light.
I might be blinder.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think my eyes
Yeah.
have fully
Yeah.
gotten right
It
from
was
that.
so incredibly jarring leaving the show to just nighttime and silence and no light.
Yeah. And coolness.
Yeah.
Because it was
It was
sweaty
so
the
hot
second
in
we
there.
got in there.
Yeah.
I was grooving though.
Like you could feel just a heat wave come towards you
Yeah.
walking in the building.
When they started playing Stress, I just wanted to just scream in a guttural way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, it was intense. It was so intense. I did not even look at the merch really, but I saw some people wearing stuff. Good merch.
Good
Corduroy
merch.
hats.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, it was. I first saw Justice in 2011 in Atlanta at the Tabernacle. So this is a return. And I'll tell you what, they look the same. They're still playing a lot of the old songs and the new songs. And my life is completely different from where it was in 2011. I'm glad there is some consistency. I can see why people go see the Rolling Stones until they're like 100 because
yeah.
it's just sort of like, okay, hold up, we're okay. Like this thing is still the same. Like he's still gonna play I Can't Get No Satisfaction. He's still gonna play Brown Sugar.
I remember in my 10th grade art class, one of the folks in there saying, yeah, I went to go see the Rolling Stones last night. It's incredible. They've still got it.
Yeah. And that was 12 years ago, and they're touring again. Yeah. That's like Bruce Springsteen. He goes,
12 years ago, that's kind.
yeah, okay. what year? Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so I mean, because I graduated in 2008.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
From high school?
Yeah.
And this was what year of high school?
So 10th grade.
So it's like 2006?
Yeah.
They're like, they still
Yeah.
got it. And it's
Yeah.
2024,
Yeah.
and he's still just eating Viagra.
Yeah,
and
almost
fucking
2 decades later.
just going for it. And that's, I mean, this band's been putting out music since 1961. I hope all bands tour that long. I hope it's financially viable for them to do so. I don't know how many more 3-hour Bruce Springsteen sets I need to see my friends tweet about on the other side. I love it. Good for you. Like, in theory, I'm a fan of Bruce Springsteen. In practice, there's like 4 songs, and the rest of it, y'all can keep it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he's still touring for those people that need to feel it. People in New Jersey, they love Bruce Springsteen. How could they not? He's their, ever since Bon Jovi died, he's their guy. Bon Jovi didn't die, did he?
No, he's still.
Someone lied to
yeah,
me.
right?
'Cause I'm wanted, dead or alive. Saying that. Nah, I don't think he's dead. I think he just sucks now, so I assumed he was dead. My bad. All right, big question. This is my question of the week. You really think Sarah Brightman had coitus with...
Is this some new information that's come out, or is it this always been a thing?
Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Yeah.
I mean, they were dating,
Okay.
and he called her his muse,
Yeah.
and he was obsessed with her.
Yeah.
You think he didn't?
I mean, there's not to be like totally crass or anything, but it's like there is the like let me just jerk off, and like that is some people's relationship, It doesn't like
I can't come near the angel.
yeah.
I must watch it through a
must
one-way
come
mirror.
away from you.
Yeah, I must look away in shame that I pleasure myself to the angel. I don't know. I mean, the guy made Cats. I can't imagine he's a virgin. That's the horniest fucking musical of all time.
Okay, whatever the relationship it is, it's not let's say not in the binary.
You don't think he's ever looked at Sarah Brightman after eating dinner together and goes, "You gonna suck on my cock or not?" You don't think that's ever happened?
I don't know, but I think he's making her to put like a
Angel
cat
of
costume on or
music.
something. Like she has to wear the
You
the
are my
Phantom
angel
mask.
of music. Oh, I think he wears the Phantom mask. I think he's taking her past the point of no return. Past the point of no return. I'm Andrew Lloyd Webber. What if he showed up at I used to have a nightmare where he would show up at my dinner party. Have we ever talked about this?
No.
The nightmare is he shows up at your dinner party and nothing impresses him. What are you going to impress Andrew Lloyd Webber with? He built the theater they do Phantom of the Opera with, where the chandelier just falls out of the sky and it's beautiful every night. And that guy's going to come over and be happy with your dinner party? I dressed up for this. Oh. I'll go, we got cocktail weenies in the crock pot. It's delicious. Just get a toothpick and put them on your paper plate. I think he would kill me. It's like he would show up at my party was the dream. And he'd be so disappointed every time. I mean, hundreds of dreams like this. Andrew Lloyd Webber, he's at the door. Maybe he's there with somebody else, Maybe he's there with Roberto Clemente, the MLB Hall of Famer, just as an example of one of the dreams. And they're there, and they want to come in to the house party. They were invited. Nothing that we do makes them happy. But they won't tell you, like, straight up, oh, we hate it. In this kind of nightmare, you can just tell by their facial expressions that, like, you're the trash cat in the alley.
Yeah.
And he knows what you are.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have a washer and dryer in your house? Like, you're doing that part? You're like, it's like, what do you go to the laundromat? And he's like, there are people who take it from my home and bring it back folded. What are you talking about? And it makes me sad every time. So I went to Denver. I was driving a lot of people around. This began my newly coined singles run in GCW. And I faced the former Ultraviolet champion, Rina Yamashita. Now, we have faced each other twice. I just want to say this. Maybe you've noticed. Maybe you haven't. I'm not doing any more fucking glass after the War Games. And I didn't do glass last time because we fought in Alabama and the building wouldn't allow it. And this building certainly would allow it. If we wanted to do glass, there was so much glass. But there was a deathmatch main event. And I said, Rina, what do you think about us not doing glass tonight? And she said, none? And I said, none. And she goes, cool. And I said, great. So we had a battle. There were chairs. There were doors. It was mean. It was crazy. I curb stomped her head in. She did DDT me through a door face first. There was a lot of violence, but I did overcome. And I think, at that level, it's a big win under my belt. I mean, yeah, she lost the championship the week before, but I've never beaten her before. This is the start of me without Allie, showing that I'm the reason we were such a good tag team, which is true. And I'm going to keep showing it. Now, the next night, we had to leave very early. So I was going from LA to LA from Denver. And the only flights out of there are very early. They want to get in early. And when you get to LA early, there's usually a problem. And here's where I'm going to compliment the wonders of GCW and Brett, because we landed very early and immediately, like we were superstars, there was a room at the Hilton available for me. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that I was getting worse treatment previously because I was attached to someone who was, maybe us together was more difficult to get the room early. But now that Effy's on his own and Effy's, moving forward without, a partner, things are being taken care of for me. And I'm very happy. And the more luxuries around me, the better things are going to be, right? I feel I'm very powerful without her. And I have nothing to worry about. Right?
Right. Hotel rooms.
Yeah. So I did still have a tag team match, though. And it was with the only friend that doesn't abandon me, whose birthday was yesterday. And that's Big Steve Manders. Because Mance abandoned me, and Justice is there, but he's crazy. He's like a mentor, but he's like, sometimes he'll kick your ass. And, Allie thinks she's better than me, so she abandoned me. But Steve's not abandoned me. Cowboys don't leave their own. And we're going to be friends forever, and he's not going to abandon me either. But even though everyone else abandons me, is Cole going to abandon me too? Is Charlie going to come to our house next week and beat my ass? I keep trying to keep people around me that want me to succeed and want me to be a winner. And what do I get? My ass fucking kicked or exploded or kicked in the face. Once again, if you go back and watch the footage of the fucking War Games, not only did she electrocute me, then Mance kicked my face in again and then DDT me onto the glass. This is all a problem. But Steve would never do that. Steve's a very good boy, a very good friend. And he came over, and it was fun. Remember that?
Yeah. Pizza.
We had pizza. We watched things, right?
Yeah.
Did we watch things?
We watched a lot of Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, because he's never watched Atlanta. Yeah. It's always good to go back into. And Steve is kind to me, and he wants me to win. And we had a tag match against the Wolf Zaddies, which was Che Cabrera and Badu Tito. And I bit Chase penis during an abdominal stretch move. And then we did a secret top rope move, and we sat on his face, and I bombed the shit out of him. And yeah, I was in the same position Allie's usually in for our finisher, but it's different because it's me doing it. So we win every time, me and Manders. What's our win ratio? 100%. Because we only had one match, but we won it. So that's 100% win ratio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after the match, we didn't even have time to wait. I mean, I even had someone there who was going to drive us, and they said, oh, well, we'll go. You guys are match 1, and we'll wait until match 2 finishes. And they kept kicking out. And so I just called an Uber because our flight boarded at 9:40, and the show started at 8, and we were in West Hollywood. And I was like, Brett, what the fuck? And he's like, you said you wanted to get home early. And I was like, Brett, what the fuck? I don't want to get home at 5 in the morning, which I did. We got home at 5 in the morning, and then we went and had breakfast and hung out and came to the house and napped a little bit more. And you know what? That's what friends do. They don't fucking electrocute you. They don't kick you in the face. They don't try to use you for your wonderful reputation. They don't try to scheme on you. And they hang out with you and eat pizza and take care of you. And that's what Steve did. I feel good about it. And I seem completely fine, right? Who knows what's going to happen in the future? Next week I got San Diego and I got Hawaii. And this weekend, I'm going to Toronto for Greektown with Sabu as the special guest enforcer for me and Channing Decker versus the title. Still need to cut a little promo for that, and I think I will. I was not in the mood to do it Tuesday night. When I was sitting there about to stream, I said, ugh. I was too angry about it. And I was like, you're not even angry at Channing. You're angry at other people, and you're taking it out on Channing. But yeah, I'm going to have to deal with a hardcore icon. Then I'm going to land back here in Atlanta very early and grab Charlie, and we're going to Florida. Because it's much easier to drive to Gainesville than to fly to Gainesville. Gainesville, Atlanta flight is not good. It takes too long. The airport's not even that close. So we're going to drive into town. We're going to fast. Turns out the wrestling's pretty late on Sunday, like 9:30 or something.
Oh, shit.
So we might stay the night there and then come home early the next day. But we're going to come back and record an episode with Charlie Tiger.
Yeah.
Which I think will be fascinating. Charlie has interesting opinions on a lot of things. Charlie's a big conspiracy theory guy. I think we have a lot of stuff to get into. And I mean, we're going to try to present this episode unedited. I don't know how well that's going to go. We're going to see. Charlie's not usually on podcasts. We're going to see what he says. He's got a lot of thoughts about the aliens that have taken over congressmen, as well as, some interdimensional, math-related. A lot of the Pythagorean theorem points towards portals to Charlie. So
Okay.
we're going to see kind of the truth of that. And I'm excited for you to just pick his brain. He's one of the weirdest, wildest dudes in America. He's been helping me out tremendously, since everyone else abandons me. And Charlie Tiger, Young, Dumb, and Broke's Charlie Tiger, going to be here talking some shit. So I'm very excited for that. What are you thankful for this Halloween?
Hubie.
Hubie. It's better than those Andersons who used to throw rocks at you. That wasn't the Andersons, Mom. That was the ones before them. Poor Hubie. He's been through so much. Hubie, Halloween, we pray you have a happy little haunt. Salem, Massachusetts, where the witches were hung. They weren't even witches. We've never proven they were witches. But Hubie, Halloween's great-great-grandmother said that. I don't know. I'm trying to write a Hubie Halloween song, but it's more difficult than you think.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi is a werewolf, man. I don't know. I'm trying. It's really good. Please like, comment, subscribe, listen to us. I'm going to go all over the world continually. This is the only place to get the up-to-date news sources without biased information about me, because there's lots of biased information about me, okay? All right? People, you know what people are saying? That I deserved it from Allie. That I always treated her like a second fiddle, and that living in my shadow is damn near impossible, and that eventually people crack because they see their worth is more than just being my sidekick. All right? Well, if that's how you fucking feel, then leave my side. You gonna leave me, Peter?
No.
Do you feel like my sidekick?
No.
Good. You're not. You're an integral part of this whole process. All right? I'm not just continually changing sidekicks. I'm not a Batman with 6 Robins, okay? I got the same sidekicks unless they try to stab me, and then you can be the Joker, bitch, because I'm going to send you to Arkham, motherfucker. Okay? I'm fine. It's fine. Things have been okay. I'm not going to worry about the past. I'm going to worry about my future. How about that? How about worrying about the future that I have for myself? Fuck. At least I get to go to Hawaii. She's not going to be there, right? I hope not.
Ooh.
Yeah. I hope she's not. But I will be there. Speedball Mike Bailey will be there. This will be our first match since I made him submit by sucking on his toes. And I have a feeling he's not going to be as kind this time. I have a feeling he's going to try to cape my chest in with his feet. And should I try to bite his toes off again?
Yeah.
Or should I just...
Borrow a Bebop Shark
Should I just give in to his wants and needs? I know about your partner. I know about your spouse, Speedball Mike Bailey. Good friends with them. Good friends with Veda Scott. They're one of the most talented commentators on the scene. They've created a niche and a market for themselves, and I have so much respect for them. But if you think I won't kiss you on the mouth French style and let our tongues
Québécois
have the
style.
battle, Québécois style, en français, how do you say your wet tongue in French?
I don't know.
Hey Siri,